Hello YouTube, it's Jonathan Buford coming to you again. This is my third video, and I was thinking about making a video about some of the books that have helped me the most when it comes to my journey to becoming a digital nomad, because that was the only idea I had. But I just got off the phone just now with a friend of mine who's basically going through what I've been through. Um, Man, I've got two friends that are going through the same thing right now. He's studied to be a pilot. He was thinking about being a teacher a little bit ago. He was trying to help. Just recently, he was trying to help a guy like start up this business and realized it wasn't for him. He was all excited about that, and he just basically went to a show this weekend where this guy's a DJ. So he goes to this show. He was supposed to play at 9 p.m. I think it was 9 a.m. or maybe that's the opposite. I don't know. Anyways, he missed his set by 12 hours. 12 hours. And he's still at this show, at this gathering. You know, it was a music festival. And basically, at the end of it, a guy was like, "Hey, let's get you up on stage." Da, 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 da. He started playing, and then the guy who was DJing before him said, "Well, we'll play 3 and 3," and then it was 5 and 5, and then it was like, "Man, you know what? You're killing it. Your tracks are awesome. Why don't you just take over?" And he actually closed down the set, left. And people at the festival were like, "Man, your set was better than DJ Dan's," and gave him all this like great feedback. And this guy's struggled with this for so long. He's got all this like super expensive equipment for making beats. I mean, he's got these big panels with all this lights on them that, like, I love to look at them, and I think they'd be super fun to play with, but I don't have time to do that. This stuff pretty much sits at this guy's house while he's running around distracted with all this stuff. So he told me this story, and I was like, you know what, bro? How much more do you need? He's 40 years old, just like me, and I asked him, how long are you going to let resistance kick your ass up and down the street before you sit down and actually do your work? This is a friend of mine that I love. This is someone that I actually really, really care for. He's a really good friend, really good guy. So, he's also a stubborn person like I am. And sometimes, this might sound harsh, but sometimes, people need to be talked to in a certain way, or else they won't be able to hear it. So I kind of just was real with them, like this book right here is The War of Art. I'm sure you can see it. This is what turned the tides for me, and at the very least took away my excuses. And I told him he needs to download Audible. He needs a Facebook page, he needs Instagram, he needs Twitter, he needs to market himself, and I've been telling him this for years. He just hasn't been able to hear it. So he agreed, he's going to download it. He feels it very clearly right now. But I'll tell you there's two things that are going to happen. He's going to read the book, and he's going to get it, and he's going to sit down and do his work and grind it out each and every day, even if it sucks. I don't want to make a video today. It's the last thing I wanted to do. My stomach hurts. I just got back from the beach. I have all this other coding homework to do. But I just knew that I needed to come and make a video and do the damn thing anyways. So, like I said, there's going to be two things that happen here. Either number one, he sits down and does his work and goes forward and makes this happen for himself, or number two, he lets resistance beat him and he doesn't do it, and he basically, I don't know, quiet desperation, right? Most men live lives of quiet desperation. So another story, really quick. I'll tell you something that happened to me about a year and a half ago. I'm trying to make this video quick. It's already at 4 minutes. I met this guy about, I'd say it was a year and a half ago, something like that, when I first got back here in town in South Lake Tahoe. And I was telling him, I want to make business. I want to make money online. I've got these ideas. I want to do this. I want to, I've already built out a website, this, that, and the other. And I just don't know what to do, man. I don't really know what direction to go in. And he gave me some advice about coding, going to lynda.com, and at a certain point, he just said, "You know what, Jonathan? You're looking for motivation and inspiration, and what you really need is commitment." That's what he told me. And I walked away thinking, man, I thought this guy who like was making $200,000 a year driving a brand new Beamer would have something better for me, right? No, I was wrong. I was so wrong, and I had to go through more pain before I decided that I was going to sit down and every day do my work, do what was necessary to achieve my goals and dreams and to make my contribution to humanity. Year and a half ago that was. For 3 weeks straight now I've been coding, and before that I did research on coding, and I've been in school finishing up my degree. I'm doing a whole bunch of other stuff, starting up this YouTube channel, and I think my wife's gonna be helping me with my social media. So yeah, this isn't a review for this book. This is not a review for this book. This is just me putting something online in the form of a vlog, telling you that if you are stuck, if you kind of feel like you know what you should be doing, you just aren't doing it, and if you just keep making excuses for yourself, and if you're just like paralyzed in fear, which I was for so long, the solution is just to sit down and do your, it's so simple. It's so simple. You sit, it's like 3 steps. Put the stuff down that on the table that you need to be able to start. Walk up to the table, sit down, step 2. Step 3, do your work. It's actually that simple, and it's like learning to be miserable, and it's learning to do things you don't want to do, and it's like learning what kind of, how resistance manifests in your life to stop you from doing things, and it can be really, 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 really sneaky. So this is a book I love. It's not a soft, mushy, touchy-feely book about, you know, you need to heal first, go to Sedona, Arizona, maybe talk to a shaman or do a whole bunch of journaling and deep therapy, and then you'll be clear to do your, no. It hasn't worked for me. 40 years old. I've had resistance kick my butt up and down the street for years. None of that stuff works. It's okay to get therapy. All the rest of that stuff is good. But what needs to happen is just sitting down to do your work. And this book will help you do that. It's a 3-hour audible listen. This book is this thick. It is not big. So I highly recommend it. And what this has to do with being a digital nomad is it's a lot of stuff that you have to do to get ready. I mean, just the stuff like odds and ends, like closing out your bank accounts and making sure your taxes are correct, and like finding out where you want to go, not to mention gathering the skills. If you have a job that you know isn't already doesn't have the ability to be location independent, you need to find one. You need to somehow move your money, move your income online, and be able to work online in some way, or finding something else to do that is location independent. But what I'm trying to say is it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And this book turned the tide for me, and has helped me get to a place where me and my wife both are moving steadily towards where we want to be in life. And yeah, it is not inspiration. It is not motivation. It's just grinding it out. Read the book, listen to the book. If you like this video, please press click like, and if you want to subscribe, please do so. It would help me. That's about all I got. I think I said what I needed to say, and I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you.